Hi, my name is Ursula. I'm coming from you live at beautiful Ibiza. And today I want to talk about a subject that is very important to me. The subject of self-entitlement. What does it mean and why is it so important? That's what this video is all about. And at the end of the video, I give you my number one tool to feel empowered immediately, to get out of the trap, out of the illusion that somebody or something in the world has the power to create the experience of your life. Stay tuned. Self-entitlement and self-empowerment. These are subjects, these are terms that are so very important to each and every one of us. Why? Studies have proven that the feeling of powerlessness, so the opposite, the feeling of being a victim, of having no power at all over our own experiences, over the experiences of our life, that these feelings are the worst we can experience. And every one of us has moments when we experience powerlessness, when we have the feeling that outer circumstances, no matter what they are, rule and dominate our life, and even worse, rule and dominate ourselves. And that is so very painful. Why? Good question. What is the self? What is the self everybody always keeps talking about? The self, in my understanding, is synonymous for the soul. And the nature of our soul is freedom. And deep down inside, whether we are philosophical, spiritual or psychological, no matter what, deep down inside, we all know that. And we know that nobody has the right to take away this feeling of freedom. And you know what? Believing that somebody or something can take away this freedom is actually a big illusion. I know. It sure feels the other way around. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Can I be very honest and direct with you? I've suffered abuse and sexual violence in my life. I've been, sorry to say it in this direct way, violated so many times, I stopped counting it. And I know you look at me and say, I don't believe that. There's this radiant, beautiful woman, self-confident and everything. She has gone through such deep shit in her life. Yes, my childhood, that's what my childhood and youth looked like. And I just share this with you so that you know what I'm talking about. I know what it's like to have the feeling that somebody else totally ruins your life, rules your life, ruins and you rules, both. And you know what? The good news is, when I've managed to get out of it, when I've, I would say, rediscovered, regained my sense of freedom and self-entitlement, if I can do it out of such deep shit, then for you it's going to be so easy. Let me explain how I did it. It all started with a remembering of what my true nature really is, of what our true nature really is. The self is free no matter what. And yes, I know now you might say, oh, that all sounds good and well and that's very spiritual. But hell, this experience of my life right now with this boss going on at me, or this terrible weather, or the economy, whatever, I sure feel everything else but free. And I sure feel everything but self-entitled. And yes, that's on a human level, we might feel this way. But you can transform the situation. You can transform it by remembering that the outer circumstances we co-create with others. So we do have some kind of influence in how we create the outer world. But you know where the key of your true freedom really resides? It is within. The inner experience, there's only one person who rules it, who dominates it. And this person is you. You are the God in your own kingdom. And you know what? In the worst situations of my life, there was always a soft voice, I believe the voice of my soul, whispering to me and telling me that I'm free, no matter what I was going through. And that's where your freedom starts. When you're going through a bad situation, let's say your boss is going on at you, take a moment. If you can do so, place the hand upon your chest, upon your heart. And remember, it's up to you how you feel. And yes, this sounds like a big concept, but it isn't. It doesn't have to be. In such a moment, you can ask yourself, how do I want to feel in this situation? How am I going to respond? Will I allow this person to steal my joy and my freedom? Who is ruling over my inner kingdom? Is it me or somebody else? Big question. And it is here where lies your true power. In remembering that you and only you decide what you are going to feel. Nobody can make you feel a certain way. And yes, sometimes, often, we have this experience. Somebody treats us badly, and we think, oh, they're making me feel this way. And again, I know what I'm talking about. But always, no matter how much percentage it is of your experience, there's this part of you who knows that you are free, who knows about your self-worth, about your sense of self. In such a situation, it's good to remember. It's good to remember this deeper truth. And even though you might not be able at first to flip the situation, you can remember it and hold on to it. And spiritual growth, inner growth, is like building up a muscle. I'm sure you've heard this before. Believe me, start with light weights, and yet then you get better and better, and you can go heavier and heavier. What does it mean in terms of inner growth? At the beginning, you might need days to flip around a certain idea. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Maybe in a couple of days or weeks, it will only take you days or maybe even hours. And don't put pressure on yourself. The good thing to remember is we all are masters. We are masterful right now. And you know what a really good master does? He keeps on practicing. We are masters. You are a master. Becoming a master on the next level. If you are a yes to freedom and self-entitlement, give me a thumbs up. For weekly updates, subscribe to my channel. And if you want daily inspiration, soul hacks, and some tougher things in your bottom to get you going on your inner path, look for me on Facebook, Ursula Schulenburg, and on Instagram. I'm looking forward to connecting with you. See you soon.